First of all, not everybody is going to like this video. Second of all, if you're new here, I am not a liberal. I am right-wing. I describe myself right-wing, not centrist, not far-right, right-wing. Carney is dominating Poilievre in basically every single way you can. We'll take a look at a few clips here. This first clip is from about 3 weeks ago.
And some of the dynamics in each of the ridings. We got the Liberals right now. They're leading with 46% of the vote, which is a huge number for the Liberals right now. And the Conservatives have dropped now to just under 35% on average. The New Democrats, who are choosing a leader in a couple of weeks, they have about 8% support in the polls across the country. The Bloc Québécois is at 6%.
And look, I'm skeptical of polls like the next guy, but not this skeptical. Latest federal polls, 46-31. 48-34, 44-33, 46-30, 44-37. So the best poll lately, 7-point lead. I mean, I definitely do think Carney is way up in the polls over Poilievre. Another way Carney is beating Poilievre right now, it's certainly unethical in my opinion, but all these floor crossings, that's now 4 recent MPs that have gone from conservative to liberal. Not a great look for Pierre. Not a great look for Carney either, in my opinion. But you also could say Carney is winning and Pierre is losing.
As mentioned earlier, Gladue is the 5th MP to cross over to the Liberals in as many months, and they've come from all sides of the country and political spectrum. The first to cross was Nova Scotia MP Chris D'Entremont.
Okay, another way you could argue Carney is beating Pierre is work ethic. I don't know if Carney is actually the hardest worker, to be honest. He seems to be out of the country quite a bit, but I think Pierre is lazy. He lost a 4th MP today. What, he posted once about it. One post on X. I don't believe he's even made a YouTube video. What is that? Throw a hissy fit, man. Do something. Flip the table over. I don't know. Another way Carney is beating Poilievre, for some inexplicable reason, Poilievre is so nice to Mark Carney. As Mark Carney has now gotten 4 MPs away from Poilievre. I'll show a clip in a second of Poilievre being way too charitable to Mark Carney. Look at the way that Poilievre used to talk about Trudeau. Look at the title of this video. Justin, you've ruined Christmas for Canadians. Poilievre is way too respectful, way too polite to Carney.
Yesterday, after manipulation and intimidation by Justin Trudeau, Liberal senators voted to gut a common-sense conservative bill that would have taken the tax off of our farmers. Just in time for Christmas, Justin Trudeau has ensured that your turkey dinner will have a big, fat, growing carbon tax caked on top of it.
That guy is gone. You cannot convince me otherwise. I'm going to get to these people towards the end of the video. The Poilievre cheerleading squad, look, I'm not a liberal, but I am not aligned with them. They have awful politics right now. I would even say they're making the political climate worse. The more you cheerlead Poilievre, who's clearly lost control of his party, who is that helping? I showed part of this clip in an earlier video, but I think it's a great clip to show Poilievre's mindset right now. This is after he had already lost 3 MPs to Carney. Listen to what he says here on Joe Rogan.
So I keep saying to the Prime Minister, steal my ideas.
Right. But he doesn't want to.
Well, I won't criticize him on foreign soil. I
understand.
But
good for you.
Yeah, I mean, we have a mutual respect.
That's such a Canadian thing to do.
That is a very Canadian thing.
We have a mutual respect. This is after 3 people from his party went to Carney. That would have had to have happened in some shady backroom deal. That wouldn't just spontaneously happen one day in the House of Commons. Mutual respect. Again, how we used to talk about Trudeau. I'll show one more clip. Where did that guy go? This clip illustrates my point so well. Would Poilievre ever speak like this about Carney?
Mike Armstrong, Global News. Just to go back to NATO for a moment, I'm wondering about your reaction to the fairly open criticism Canada came under this week and whether you would feel pressure to meet that 2% target.
First of all, it's clear now Justin Trudeau is seen as an absolute joke on the world stage. I was embarrassed to see our Prime Minister treated like a human piñata by the rest of the NATO countries. They look upon him with total and complete ridicule. Canadians are tired of being embarrassed by a Prime Minister who prances around and preens, lectures the world without doing his part.
Look, I get Carney is a different person than Trudeau. He probably is less of a joke on the world stage. I would say he definitely is. There's still so many ways you could criticize Carney. That there looks like a guy in that clip I just showed, like a person that wants to win. Where is that guy? You tell me. And the Poilievre cheerleading squad, dude, come on. Here's the pleb, made a video today about the floor crosser.
We live in bizarro world, folks, and after this news broke, we have some statements from the Conservative and the NDP leader, and we'll start with Pierre Poilievre, who had this to say in his viral tweet here, 10,000 likes already, saying, Mark Carney...
viral tweet. As far as I know, this is the only thing Poilievre has said so far. What does he do all day? Make a video, do a news conference, tweet more than once.
He is seizing a costly Liberal majority that many voters denied him, and doing so through backroom deals. In January, MP Gladue said the floor crossers should face voters in a by-election to give voters the final say. I could not agree more. So do I. She should do so. The people in her community voted for our Conservative vision of Canada that is affordable, safe, and strong at home, not for the costly Liberal government she has now joined. She should honor her word and let voters decide. True. And this is what the NDP had to say.
Poilievre's statement isn't even that bad. It's not bad. It's fine, but it's just the context. That's the only thing you're going to do. And mutual respect. I don't think Carney respects Poilievre at all, actually. And then we'll get one more clip here from Pleb's video, just a short one again.
Now, I want to conclude today's show by saying this. We're going to see the media and the left try to spin the narrative that this is all due to Pierre Poilievre's leadership. Which
I'm not the media and I'm not the left, but okay, whatever. He's not talking about me, but anyway.
To Pierre Poilievre's leadership, which I will say, we're seeing these floor crossers move over to the other side, not because of Pierre Poilievre's leadership, because we literally elect the scum of the earth to represent us as politicians. They clearly do not care about the people they represent. They will sell them out at the snap of a finger, as we've seen here with all of these floor crossers. I don't think it's a Pierre Poilievre leadership problem. It's a scumbags getting elected and working as politicians problem.
That is the most nothing. You might as well have just said there, it is what it is. What Pleb said there, sorry, it's nothing. He didn't make any point there because the people are scum.
Anyways, guys, that is it for today.
Anyway, not a great point. I'm going to show one more post here on X from the Pleb, who at times, like, he says things I like. It's just, I've got to call a spade here. The Poilievre cheerleaders, I think, are out to lunch. I think they're actually approaching delusional. Someone sent me this reply here from Pleb. This person says, it's clear that the Liberals under Carney are building a big tent. I guess it's just quoting what is said here in this CBC video. Pleb says, the fallout from this is going to tank Carney. Do you actually believe that? The fallout is going to tank Carney. What evidence do you have to back that up? Everything that seems to happen in Canadian politics benefits Carney. Everything that happens, Carney's poll numbers go up. I can't fully explain it, but so anyway, with that said, I'll finish my video. I think in so many ways, Carney is beating Poilievre. I don't love to see it. I wish the CPC was performing a lot better. I wish they believed in things. Like I said, I'm right wing. I don't need them to be far right. I don't even care if they're a little left or a little right from what I have in my head about my ideal politics, but the CPC, as it stands today, doesn't really believe in anything. It's very unclear, aside from maybe scrapping the industrial carbon tax, what the CPC even believes in. So with that said, I'll finish my video. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Have a great day.